Hello, it's Sabrina again at Sabrina's Stroke of Luck. Let's continue our story. The last time I was on here, I was talking about my stroke that I had. And so I was talking about that I was in a hospital in Tucson. So after I was in the hospital in Tucson, the doctors didn't know what to do with me. They were like, why is a healthy 16-year-old having a stroke for? So they were thinking of sending me like Switzerland, University of Berkeley, all these foreign places. I was in Arizona. And luckily one of my friend's moms says, hey, there's a doctor right here in Phoenix. So they sent me right away to Phoenix. And I had a 3-hour ambulance ride to get to the hospital. And right when I got in there, the doctor knew exactly what I had. And when I was born with an arterial vascular malformation, which is, the abbreviation is AVM. And only less than 1% of the people out there are born with these things. And if you have one, if it's going to erupt, it's going to happen between when you're an infant to about the age of 40. And if you're in labor, having a baby, that's a possibility of having a stroke, or if you're 50 and older. So I was lucky at 16, woo! So anyway, so I'm up in Phoenix at St. Joe's, and my doctor was Dr. Spetzler. He's amazing. I don't really know who he is, but I know that he did my 2 brain surgeries, and he's a miracle worker. So anyway, back to the story is, so I get to the hospital in Phoenix, and they did MRIs and CAT scans again, and he knew exactly what I had. And I just, my mom and I kind of remember that he took off my bangs, and he put a hole right here in my head, and he put a tube down, and he let it drain, and it took about 3 days. It was just liquid. It wasn't blood. It wasn't anything else. It was just liquid, and it took 3 days. So imagine all that pressure that I felt. And I personally don't know if I felt that pressure my whole life, or if I just felt that pressure around the stroke time. Because a few weeks before I had the stroke, I did have headaches a lot, and my eyes did turn red, so I would kind of say, like, my eyes look like Christmas, red and green, red and green. So anyway, so I'm in the hospital, and they took off my bangs. And when you're 16, hair is everything. Hair is anything at any age, but I was a cool 16-year-old, didn't want to look funny at all. So they took off my bangs, and he put a tube down, and it took about 3 days for it to drain. And after that, it was the best feeling I've ever felt in my life. And I tend to kind of compare it to even the better than sex, because it was just all that pressure for all those years, or just a little bit of time. It was just pretty intense. So that's what I did, and I will continue my story another time. If you keep watching Sabrina Stroke of Luck and subscribe to my channel, that would be awesome. Or if you want to email me at sabhelton@yahoo.com and tell me your story. I know people out there there's a lot of people that have strokes. I know that. That's one of the number 2 or number 3 most cause of disabilities is having a stroke. And we have to stick together, and we have to talk about it. So if you have any questions, please feel free to email me at sabhelton@yahoo.com, or subscribe to my channel, and I'll just keep talking to you. And I hope you have a great day. Bye.